All the cards have been dealt. Everybody checked. So now I'm going to call for showdown. Remember, the players must turn over both of their down cards face up. They cannot just show one card to make it the winning hand. Players must show both cards. I'll start over here. If I were to bring these two cards here to the board for demonstrational purposes only, I just need to show you that it is a variation of 7-card stud because we have 5 on the board and 2 in the player's hand. So now all I have to do at this point is find the highest hand for this player. And I see that he has an ace-high straight. 10, Jack, Queen, King, Ace. If you notice, I'm going to push the player's cards away just a little bit. If you notice, I have pushed up 3 cards from the board and 2 from the player's hand. He is using 2 to make the 5 best card poker hand. So he has an ace-high straight. I'm going to read the next player's hand. This player shows a pair of 8s, and on the board there is 1 8, which means he has trip 8s. Just let me bring these down and push up his winning hand. The player has trip 8s, and the next 2 best cards are King, Queen. So again, as you can see, the player is using 3 from the board and 2 from his hand. At this time, I am going to take the losing hand because in poker, you must read one and take one. It's important to clear your board to make everything smoother and easier. Let's go back to player number 1. 10 Jack, Queen, King, Ace. He has an ace-high straight. Player number 2 has 3 of a kind with King, Queen. He does not beat the ace-high straight. I'm going to muck his hand. I'm going to create a muck at this time. It's going to be on the left-hand side of the dealer. Now I'm going to read this player's hand. So let me bring these down for demonstrational purposes. Usually we leave the winning hand up until somebody beats that hand. But for demonstrational purposes, I just want to show you his hand. This player has ace-high only, but we don't call it that way. We just say ace-high. He is going to use his card, the ace, and the next best card for him is the King, Queen, Jack, 9. So he's going to use 4 from his hand. I'm sorry, 4 from the board, 1 from his hand. If you notice, he has the 6 of spades in his hand, but he doesn't want to use it because the 9 is higher. Remember, the 5 best cards anywhere. But this player does not beat the ace-high straight. So I will push up the winning hand again. 9, 10, Jack, Queen, King. 10, Jack, Queen, King, Ace, sorry. And take the losing hand. At this point, I'm going to push the pot to the winning hand. The player must have his cards in front of him to be awarded the pot. You can just push all of these just over a little bit. With one hand, direct the pot, push it to the player. Remember, I gave this player 2 cards. I'm going to make sure I take 2 back. Muck the player's cards. Pick up your board cards. Move the button to the next player. We need to find the next player on the board who posted the small blind, and it was this player here. Again, remember, the button follows the small blind. So the next player would post the small blind, and after him, the player would post the big blind. And please don't forget to drop house money.